Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. What if I told you that 95% of our planet's living space is a world we've barely begun to explore? A world of perpetual darkness, crushing pressure, and creatures so strange they seem alien. Today, we're diving deep, thousands of meters below the waves, to uncover the rich, hidden ecosystems of the seafloor. For centuries, we imagined the bottom of the ocean as a barren, muddy wasteland, a uniform, desolate expanse. But thanks to incredible technology, we now know that couldn't be more wrong. The ocean floor is a dynamic, diverse world, a vibrant tapestry of life. Scientists now estimate there could be as many as 10 million species living in the deep sea, most of which we have yet to even discover. So how does anything survive down there? Without sunlight, there's no photosynthesis. The answer, for many, is something called marine snow. It's not actual snow, but a continuous shower of organic debris, dead plants, animals, and waste, drifting down from the sunlit waters above. It's a meager but crucial food source that sustains an entire world in the dark. And what a world it is! We're talking about everything from microscopic bacteria to the legendary giant squid, which can grow up to 13 meters long. Life here has evolved in spectacular ways. Take the lanternfish. Every single night, it undertakes an epic 3-hour journey, swimming from a depth of 1,700 meters up to just 100 meters below the surface, just to find food, before retreating back to the crushing safety of the depths by dawn. And the seafloor itself is far from monotonous. It's made up of wildly different habitats. You have the vast abyssal plains, sediment-covered expanses that are the most common deep-sea habitat, teeming with worms, mollusks, and crustaceans. Then you have hydrothermal vents, basically underwater hot springs, spewing superheated, mineral-rich water from inside the earth. Here, life doesn't rely on the sun or marine snow. Instead, bacteria perform chemosynthesis, harnessing chemical energy to create food, forming the base of a completely unique food web. In fact, explorers recently found a whole new ecosystem thriving in volcanic caves beneath these vents. There are also cold seeps, where methane and other hydrocarbons leak from the seafloor, supporting similar chemically powered communities where creatures like mud dragons thrive. You have seamounts, massive underwater mountains that act as biodiversity hotspots, covered in deep-sea corals and sponges. One recently found near Guatemala is twice the height of the world's tallest building. And yes, there are deep-sea coral reefs, thriving in the cold and dark, providing vital shelter for countless species. Finally, you have the deepest parts of all, the ocean trenches. In places like the Marianas Trench, in the Hadal Zone, the pressure is immense. Yet, life persists. Scientists recently filmed a snailfish at a mind-boggling depth of over 8,300 meters. Okay, so it's a cool, weird world down there. But why does it matter to us, up here on the surface? Well, for one, these ecosystems are critical for regulating our planet's climate. The seafloor is a massive, long-term carbon sink, storing vast amounts of this greenhouse gas, which is a huge, often overlooked, tool in fighting climate change. It's also a treasure trove of biodiversity. You know, the PCR test, the technology that was essential in tracking diseases like COVID-19? The key enzyme that made it possible was isolated from a microbe found in a deep-sea hydrothermal vent. The deep sea also provides food, with many fish we eat relying on these seafloor habitats. But this vital unseen world is in trouble. The threats are numerous, and they're adding up. Destructive fishing practices like bottom trawling literally scrape the seafloor clean, destroying fragile habitats like coral reefs that can take centuries to recover. Pollution from land finds its way down, contaminating the seabed. And then there's the looming threat of deep-sea mining. As our demand for minerals grows, companies are looking to the ocean floor, but scientists warn this could cause irreversible biodiversity loss. On top of all that, climate change is acidifying the ocean, making it harder for corals and mollusks to build their shells and skeletons. It's a serious situation, but there is a growing global effort to turn things around. The United Nations has declared this the Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. A project called Seabed 2030 aims to create a complete map of the entire ocean floor by the year 2030. Think about that. As of 2017, only 6% had been charted. We are now in a race to understand what we need to protect. Advanced tech like remotely operated vehicles or ROVs and AI-powered autonomous subs are leading the charge. These tools are helping us make incredible discoveries, like a brand new, thriving ecosystem found under an Antarctic ice shelf, a place that was totally inaccessible until a giant iceberg broke away. It just shows how much is still left to find. The future of our planet is tied to the health of our oceans, from the sunlit surface to the darkest depths. The seafloor isn't just a resource to be exploited. It's a vulnerable, vital, and wondrous part of our world that demands our respect and our protection. By continuing to explore its mysteries, we can ensure this unseen world survives for generations to come. Thanks for listening to G Fun Facts Online. Join us next time for another dive into the amazing world of science.